what's your story?
Well, my story is that my birth mother was abducted at knife point by a serial rapist, and she tried to end my life at 2 back alley abortions. But the fact that it was illegal caused her back out. I owe my life to the law protecting me.
It was actually a friend of mine. It was her husband that raped me. My daughter's now 3 years old. She is the light of my life.
My birth mother was raped on her way home from work one night, and even those in the pro-life movement think it's okay to abort me, because I hear all the time I'm pro-life except in the case of rape, and I really am hearing I'm pro-life except in the case of Mary Rathke.
My name is Marisela Guzman, and this is my daughter conceived from rape, Mariselita Guzman. I was drugged and raped by a stranger, and I tried to pretend like it didn't happen, but then the pregnancy test came.
At the age of 18, I found out that I was conceived and raped. Up until that point, I didn't know that there was anything like that. In high school, I was actually pro-choice. And I used to write papers about that and a woman's right to choose. And then I found out about the truth of my own conception.
My name is Dee Dee Gaither, and my mother was raped while being in an institution. She was a ward of the state.
Do you think about your rapist when you see your child? No, I don't. I see myself. I see the joy of my life, little misattitude, but I don't look at my child as from a rapist. I look at her from God.
Do I regret what happened? Yes, but was it also the greatest thing that happened to me? Yes. I don't know the father, so I'm not receiving child support or anything, and I'm on disability, so I'm barely making it, but it's worth making it work for her.
I had women come up to me and say that they had an abortion and that they regret it, they had been raped, and they look at me and they say, "You could be my daughter."
By the grace of God, her pregnancy with me was known, and I'm alive.
When I was supporting the exception, I was consenting to my own death, and that really shook me up.
When we first met, she said it should have been her right. She would have aborted me if she could have. And then 6 years later, she changed her mind.
Just because my father was a rapist doesn't mean I don't deserve life.
Every life is a gift and has a purpose.
It doesn't matter whether your child is rape conceived or not. A child is a child. It is a life.
There's definitely a lot of media bias out there, especially against a child of rape. And they don't ever want to talk about, a woman with this story. I mean, they want to be pro-woman. Well, we're women. We get called, first of all, horrible things. They never want to put a face to the issue.
If we look at the message that's in society, it says that we are expendable. It is still hope after rape, and definitely after rape conception. And unfortunately, in our culture, we're not offering women that type of hope.
Life should not be taken. Lives should be saved. And that's what I did, is I saved a life.
I was so ashamed and devastated at 17, I really shut down and kept this secret for probably 25 years.
I bought into the radical feminist lies of the 60s and the 70s and the sexual revolution, and before I knew it, I was in college and found myself pregnant. It took about 20, 30 years. You can never connect the dots. Why I have success, but yet something's wrong, nagging at me, haunting me.
Even the pro-choice people that are screaming and yelling, they're in pain.
I don't think there's such a thing as a positive abortion experience. Somebody who's been through it twice, only through the grace of God. That I started being truthful, and then I had to be truthful of what I had done.